We're seeking justice for thousands of Black Canadians who have been excluded from Canada's public service and those who gained entry only to experience economic and psychological hardship as a result of systemic anti-Black racism and Black employee exclusion. We're announcing, in partnership with Amnesty International Canada, the filing of a complaint to the United Nations Office of the High Commissioner for Human Rights. This complaint details systemic anti-Black racism in hiring and promotion within Canada's federal public service, and seeks to have the Special Rapporteur investigate and issue a formal communication that calls on Canada to meet its international obligations under the various UN treaties, conventions, and declarations to which Canada is a party. To establish a plan to increase opportunities for Black Canadian women within the workforce that will include targets, training opportunities, and methods of accountability, and in general to establish a plan to meet specific targets in hiring and promoting Black Canadian workers. And finally, to initiate a study and report on systemic discrimination in labor and employment with a particular and unvarnished focus on the racial stratification of the Canadian public service and the true reality of why this culture exists. With this complaint, we are elevating Canada's past failures and failure to act in the present to an international body.
The UN Working Group, which I referred to earlier, has already stressed that Black women in Canada are particularly vulnerable to marginalization, and the discriminations they face based on gender and race intersect and they compound discrimination. We also know that racial discrimination affects women differently than men, as this easily goes undetected and women often lack access to remedies or complaint mechanisms. This is an issue that extends beyond the scope of Canada.